So once you order the mobile map, go through the review process, and then you approve it, you're gonna get an email that will be the instructions on how to actually load it.
Okay.
There's gonna be 2 links in here. One will be to download the app initially, and it's called the Avenza Maps application.
Okay.
And then once you have that on your phone, the next step will be to click the link that says click here to load your farm.
Okay.
It's easy as that.
So now I've got the map loaded. Show me how to put a stand.
Okay. So the first thing you'll do is create its own layer. Okay. So you'll click on this pin with the 3 hash marks next to the wrench. Okay. And then what you'll do is hit edit. Okay. And then the plus sign.
New layer.
And that creates a new layer. You can change the title right on top.
So let's do ground blinds.
Ground blinds, okay.
Ground blind.
Ground blind. And then what color do you want?
Let's do blue.
Okay.
For ground blind.
We'll do blue for ground blind. Then you want to choose set as active layer.
Okay.
And that's going to allow all of the pins that you drop to go into the ground blind layer.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you do it.
Okay, so then I got a ground blind right here.
So zoom into it. Put the crosshairs on it. See that crosshairs in the middle?
So now I move the crosshairs?
Nope, move the map. Just pan the map around. There you go. Center.
See. Okay,
there you go.
yeah.
And then hit that pin right next to the latitude and longitude.
Okay, there's that big burl tree.
Right?
This one.
There you go. Bam.
Bam.
So now it's called place mark 1 because that's the first pin you drop, but you can go in.
Hit the eye?
Yep, and then you can change the title.
So we're going to call this East Plot Double Bowl. Okay.
Okay, hit return. And then hit close.
And then hit close.
There you go. So there's the East Plot Double Bowl. Okay. Then you can just move on to the next one if you want.
Put in another ground blind.
Yep. So what I like to do is just kind of lay out all of my different stands one time, then all my camera locations. That prevents me from going back to each grouping of layer.
Mm-hmm. So what I want to map is, let's map this, let's just map that cornfield right there.
Okay. Sounded like you wanted to, when you were talking to me, you wanted to leave some standing corn here, right? So let's do that. So we're going to go basically just this tip is what you were thinking. So what you'll do is click the wrench, and that's going to bring up your different tools. You'll choose draw and measure.
Okay.
And now the first thing you'll do is click the map one time just to establish your first point.
Yep.
And then you're going to come across, and as you drag, you can see as you drag anywhere, that goes to your, that's pointing at your next node. Right. So just think of it as connect the dots. Every time you click on the map, that sets a node. So we'll just go right around this cove right here to set.
And so the biggest takeaway for me, not having ever used it before, is you move the map, not the
crosshairs. Correct. The crosshairs are always centered on the screen, and you just move the map around to center on the point that you want to either drop or set with your line trace. Okay. Now click this icon, which is going to toggle from line to polygon.
So now it shows that hole, what's inside the line. So that's 0.29 acres.
Yep. Okay. So 0.29 acres, and then once you're done, you just hit the check mark, and there, that feature is there.
You can label that too, then, right?
Yep. You can click on it and just click that eye like you've been doing with everything else.
All right, so now, what if I wanted to adjust that? Now I want to see what the whole field looks like.
Okay, so if you wanted to, unfortunately, you can't adjust the polygon once it's created. Okay. You'd have to redo it again.
So we just delete it,
and
then...
You could just click on it, click the eye, and then at the bottom there's a trash can.
Yep.
Just click the trash can to delete it.
Okay.
So there you go, and okay, so the GPS tracking, which is awesome in case you hit an animal and you're blood tracking it, you're shed hunting, you click that wrench. And then you go to record GPS tracks, and we're not on the farm right now, but if you were, you would just simply hit start and then put that thing in your pocket. You can put your phone on sleep. As long as this app is open and that tracking is on, then it's going to record everywhere you go. The main thing is dropping those pins and then grouping them in the correct place. So setting your layers, ground blinds, box blinds, trail cameras, tree stands. Set your different layers and then drop those pins accordingly.
Okay. Well, I am really looking forward to using this, and like I've already stated, but it's worth stating again. I mean, if the app works as well as your maps have in the past, it's going to be a really, really big competitive advantage to myself and anybody that uses this technology. So I'm looking forward to getting out and using it tonight.
Awesome.
Right on.